We know the United States is a land of spacious skies and amber waves of grain, but it also happens to be the land of a million ghost stories. Take a coast-to-coast tour of the most haunted places in the US, where lingering spirits roam through the halls of hotels, abandoned insane asylums, Broadway theaters, and even a city zoo. Let's check out the top creepy places in the USA. 10. Salem, Massachusetts. Home of the Salem witch trials, this storied town in Massachusetts draws ghost hunters from all over the globe. Those looking to gather goosebumps can explore the witch house, home to Judge Corwin, an investigator from the infamous trials, Gallows Hill, where the wrongfully accused were executed, and Old Burying Point, where the accusers are buried. Perhaps the scariest place of them all? The House of the Seven Gables, the same house that inspired the novel by American author Nathaniel Hawthorne. Visitors of the old Salem mansion, which is currently a museum, have reported voices right in their ears despite no one being around. You might want to close your ears for this one. 9. Bonaventure Cemetery, Savannah, Georgia. Don't journey to Bonaventure Cemetery if you're not ready to see statues in a stone-cold state of bliss. Visitors have reported grinning granite, not to mention spooky sounds of crying children and barking dogs. If you do go, stop by the grave of young Gracie Watson and leave a toy at her marker. It might just lure out her oft-seen ghost, as a gift is known to do the trick. If Gracie doesn't fill your ghost quota, head to Cahoe House, an inn that's choked with them. If you believe their stories, guests claim they've awoken to gentle caresses in the middle of the night, and they've also witnessed ghostly mourners, likely from the house's time as a funeral parlor, standing above them as if they were in a coffin. The Cahoe twins, who died playing in the house's chimney, also make appearances. Try not to stoke these ghosts if you want a peaceful night's sleep. Before proceeding further, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification icon so you can get notified when we upload the next video. 8. The Jersey Devil, Pine Barrens, New Jersey. In between New York and Philadelphia lay 1.1 million acres of uninhabited woodland and its most famous resident, the Jersey Devil. Depending on who you ask, the Jersey Devil is either a livestock-killing animal with red eyes, a Bigfoot-type phenomenon, or the actual spawn of Satan, aka the 13th child of a New Jersey woman named Jane Leeds, born in 1735. The elusive Jersey Devil is nearly impossible to track down, but there are plenty of opportunities to catch other New Jersey legends like the golden-haired girl, a demonic black dog, and the headless ghost of Captain Kidd. Explore the area's abandoned mining and mill towns and look for spirits on a haunted hike through the woods, but only if you dare. 7. Gettysburg National Military Park, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Thousands of soldiers died at the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863, but some of their spirits remain. The ghosts of soldiers are often seen in multiple hotels and restaurants in town, and they're even known to run across the battlefield at night. People also claim to hear cannons and smell gunfire during their visits. The Gettysburg National Military Park has many infamous sites that have seen paranormal activity, like strange floating orbs spotted around the Gettysburg National Cemetery. There's also Sacks-Covered Bridge, where people previously claimed to see 3 disembodied heads floating, rumored to be the ghosts of 3 Confederate soldiers who were hanged there. 6. Crescent Hotel, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. From the outside, this place looks like a luxury spa steeped in 140 years of history, but inside, there's a portal to another realm. During nightly ghost tours, guests often pass out or feel faint at the same exact spot in the house. Turns out, that spot is right above the morgue. Yes, the inn was once owned by a fake doctor who attempted, and failed, to cure cancer patients. Spa-goers are accustomed to unexplainable paranormal events and visits from the inn's former personnel, so prepare yourself for a ghostly checkup. Built in 1886, the Crescent Hotel is a favorite for paranormal enthusiasts for its spooky reputation. But it also offers family-friendly activities and views so pretty that even the prospect of seeing a ghost, or several, doesn't keep people away. Next to the former autopsy room that we chose as our bedroom for the night sits dozens of little jars with mysterious contents. Those containing specimens, including tumors and other medical anomalies, are safely locked in a metal cabinet, but just knowing they're there makes my skin crawl. 5. McIntyre Villa, Atchison, Kansas. The spirits of McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas bring all the chills. Drastic changes in temperature, the whiff of a powdery woman's perfume, voices of past inhabitants, lights flickering on and off, and shadow figures seen from windows. These are just a few of the reported supernatural experiences visitors report after walking through the old boarding house. 5 minutes away, near Amelia Earhart's childhood home, even creepier hauntings happen at Sally House, an old physician's office haunted by the supposed ghost of a 6-year-old girl who died on the operating table. Cozy and homey are not exactly the words that come to mind when thinking of a house infested with ghosts, but that's exactly how longtime ghost hunter Melissa Jahosky describes McIntyre Villa. She's investigated and slept in some of the nation's spookiest spots like Malvern Manor in Iowa, Myrtle's Plantation in Louisiana, and many of the other big-name haunted locations. Jahosky said she kept seeing visions of bodies of water, which kept getting larger and larger. At the end of the experience, she learned that just behind her, her friend felt like she was drowning. The feeling was so intense that the friend passed out and had to be taken outside. 4. St. Augustine, Florida. The oldest city in America is sure to be home to some ghosts, right? You bet. In St. Augustine, one of the spookiest places in Florida, a range of ghosts count among the city's local characters. Chief among them is a Spanish soldier who has been spotted sitting atop an old fort, watching for ships along the shore. Nearby, former patients of the Spanish military hospital, who passed away long ago, still linger within the historic building, moaning and crying. Over in Huguenot Cemetery, the ghost of Judge John B. Stickney roams, visibly unhappy after thieves snatched his gold teeth while his coffin was being relocated closer to his family. And of course, St. Augustine's iconic lighthouse is home to the lighthouse keeper Mr. Andrew, who fell to his death while painting the tower. So yeah, you could say this town is cursed. 3. Hotel Monte Vista, Flagstaff, Arizona. The Hotel Monte Vista hosted living celebrities all the time in Arizona. Bing Crosby, Jane Russell, Spencer Tracy, and more were just a few of their starred guests. And if you're interested, you can relive John Wayne's stay in room 210. But beware, because he supposedly had a run-in with the bellboy, one of the hotel's many ghosts. The young man in a red coat and brass buttons is known to tap on the door, yelping room service before disappearing without a trace. But you should be warier of room 220, where the ghost of a former renter, who absurdly hung meat from a chandelier, still turns on the TV and scatters the bedding. No one wants to deal with that mess. 2. Mackinac Island, Michigan. Usually known as a summer vacation destination, Mackinac Island, Michigan isn't lacking in the spook department. A curly-haired girl in a sundress, Lucy, infiltrated local lore with sightings all over the island, while a teenage boy, Harvey, is also said to haunt the area. While Harvey's death was declared a suicide, locals say his spirit remains on the island to tell the truth, that he was murdered. Thankfully, all ghosts on the island are said to be harmless. Even the spirits of 7 women killed at the drowning pool after being tried for witchcraft aren't known to cause much of a stir. 1. Bachelors Grove Cemetery, Chicago, Illinois. This small abandoned cemetery in the Chicago suburbs wasn't just an alleged dumping ground for bodies. It was supposedly used by none other than Chicago's organized crime gangs of the 1920s and 1930s. And not surprisingly, it's home to some seriously creepy stuff, from near collisions with vehicles that aren't really there to a spirit who walks the grounds holding her baby during the full moon. There's even been reports of a phantom farmhouse that shrinks as you get close and then disappears entirely. Real estate is hard to get your hands on, eh? Do let us know in the comments if you have interest in visiting haunted places. Which one of them would you like to visit? Do let us know in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed watching the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.